Ready?
Yeah, we're on.
All right, thank you. Call to order the Cottrellville Township Board meeting for the Wednesday, August 14th, 2024, 7:31. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated for a moment of silence. So we've got some guidance from our Lord. And we begin with the roll call attendance, please.
All right. Mary Agnes?
Here.
Angela Berlinski here. Marilyn DeLugie?
Here.
Thomas Kaufman late. And Eugene Moore.
Here.
All right.
All right. We have the agenda in front of you, 2 pages long. Sorry about being so long-winded, but the last probably 6 items that came in, all came in afternoon yesterday. So we do have some additions, and those are on a additions and deletion sheet. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 invoices from the attorney. And we also have an invoice from Project Control Engineering for the sanitary sewer project for the month of July. So those will be added as well. So anyone would like to entertain them?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Oh.
As altered.
Okay, with the extra things, very good. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Nays, hearing none, motion carried. All right, the next item is the consent agenda as a whole. The Township Board meetings from Wednesday, July 10th, the approval of treasurer's reports for the tax account as of June 1st, the reconciliation of the checking account as of June 1st, the cash summary report by account general fund for the month of June, and all those funds, that's 17 pages. And then the Cottrellville Township investments report for June is 4 pages. Under approval of clerk's reports, we have the revenue and expenditure report, periods beginning July 1st and ending July 31st, 2024. That's 25 pages. The approval of the paychecks, payroll dates from July 1st through July 31st, 2024, gross total in the amount of $47,522.52. And the paychecks are now direct deposit number 13 through direct deposit number 57. C is approval of accounts payables, the opens that were paid, $536.86, and then the ones that are already paid, there were 44 checks from $22,209 to $22,252 in the amount of $159,946.90. Excuse me. There were no tax disbursements or any grand total of payables. So we'll continue with correspondence. Marine City Fire Authority runs for July were turned in. We got nothing from Ira Township as yet, so they either didn't have anything or so we're going to cross that off. Okay, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, and we have a second.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela Berlinski, yes. Marilyn DeLugie?
Yes.
And Eugene Moore?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that has anything that they want to discuss regarding the agenda items at this time? Okay. 7:36. All right. We'll continue with unfinished business. There was none. The new business, there's 3 applications for utility billing adjustments. The first one is for Stephen and Jerry Keegan, 668 Nautical Lane, and she said she didn't receive her water bill by email. She said that she's never been late paying her utility bill in 30 years of residency, and a 10% penalty is added after the July 30th in the amount of $24.49 was assessed. And Mrs. Keegan is requesting that the penalty be waived. All the paperwork is in the pile. Is there any questions or concerns?
No, I'll make a motion that we waive the,
I'm sorry?
yeah.
He made the motion to waive it.
To waive it? Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Okay, the next item is another utility billing. It is for, it says Beverly. It should be Kimberly. That typist, I'm gonna fire her. Gruben. She lives at 456 Little Street. She's mailed both a check and the water bill and a check for the property taxes in the same envelope. Only the taxes were paid. She was assessed $19.88 and a 10% penalty, and she requests that we refund her $19.88 as she's a single senior citizen. We have a motion to approve that.
I'll make that motion.
Well, I'd just like to point out, they weren't sent in the same envelope. They just were both sent at similar times in the month, and she only received the one and not the other. So it's a postal issue and no other issue other than, United States Postal
So
Service.
she mailed them both at the same
We-
time, but you guys
Right.
received them
We
at two
only
separate
received
times.
the one.
But you did
So-
receive the,
Did we eventually receive the other?
Yes, and the envelope didn't even show like that it went through the post office, like. it wasn't
Postmaster,
even-
yeah.
We ended up getting it, but like 30 days later or something.
All right. Did
Oh,
did
I
you make
make a-
that motion?
I'd make that motion to approve.
I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Okay, the third item is a gentleman by the name of Derek Kmetz on McKinley Road. According to the Kmetzes, the previous owner ran a water line to where his pool was. He tore down the swimming pool and did not attempt to use the water outlet until this year for their garden. The ground was saturated continuously, but thought it was due to the rain. When the water was turned on in the house, there was very little water pressure, assuming that there was a leak. He went under the house, turned off the water source, and the yard finally dried up. They also finally realized that the water bill was increasing more expensive. He requested that we average the bill back to what we should have before they found the leak. The water went through the meter, and we have already paid for the number of gallons, and IRA will not allow us to credit Cottrellville for this purpose. The penalty is $36.02. I entertain a motion to approve or disapprove.
What's he asking for then?
Penalty is he wants $36. Yeah,
Well-
we
So
can't,
he didn't want the 251.30, he just wants the 36.02?
well, we can't give him,
Because we already paid for the units.
yeah, the water's, it goes through, they don't play let's make a
No, no,
deal. So we have to, we'd be responsible and the rest of the township would
right,
pay
no,
for
it went through
so-
the meter, it's not like it's a
So-
billing issue or anything where it's,
Yeah, the best thing we can do is give the $36.02 back if he wants it.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
And Eugene?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we received an invoice from UHY, that's our accounting services, in connection to the writing responses for the single audit, and the amount that was billed was $1,250. A copy of the supplemental information to the financial statements, well, I didn't attach it because I didn't know which one of you guys already had one, but I know, Jean, you need one. Did you get one already? Lynn?
One of those blue
books.
The blue books,
folders? You got one of those, didn't you?
back
I did not get
a
one.
few weeks ago when they
No,
gave
I
them.
don't think the board got it, so I think I owe two of you and Tommy when he gets here, okay? But that's another thing behind us. All right,
Oh, yeah.
the third item is contract between Cottrellville Township and West Shores Services. That's for the annual outdoor warning siren for the tornadoes. The preventive maintenance program, which covers the annual inspection and preventive maintenance only for the 2 sirens and associated controls listed below, and automatic battery replacement at the end of the 4-year period. And they're seeking authorization for me to be able to sign the total amount of $850. Now, that battery is pretty expensive, so we need to do this so we don't have to pay this. But you're gonna have to change them every 4 years anyway, so let's make sure that we have this paid so we can at least get the batteries for nothing. It's
Yeah.
probably gonna even out pretty good anyway, so. And they did stand behind it when it didn't work here a couple months ago, it didn't go off. So I would so move to be allowed to sign that $850 agreement.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor signify by saying aye, please. By roll call vote.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Okay. We have a request for an additional purchase through High Tech for new router that needed to go with the new computer server. Currently, it was not supported in the first board items that were approved. It's a cost of $790. And I would so move that we approve that so we can keep going.
I'll second.
Okay.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Okay, the 5th item is the semi-annual contract billing period for the Marine City Area Fire Authority. The agreement for 2024-25 year-end total. That is $143,026, and the amount to be paid is 50% of that, which is $71,513.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye, please. And I roll call vote.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Okay. Number 6 item is resolution number 2409. This is a yearly salary for the township treasurer and accountant. It's a 2-person job, or a duo job for 1 person, I should say. I don't know if it should be read out loud or if we should. Has everybody seen it?
It's,
Number 10.
We're doing number 10 or number 9?
it's number 9.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, you're right, number 9. Do you want it read out loud, or are you all right with it?
I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
Jean, you all right? Okay, do we have a motion to support changing her effective September 1st, that she'll be changed from a yearly rate of 15 to a year down to 10, because she's only doing the accounting?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
And Eugene?
Yes.
Okay. The next item is number 10. This is for the township clerk. When we hired Angela, we were using a less capacity and putting more emphasis on the gals that we pay by the hour, so that everything is covered. Angela has been doing such an outstanding job that we put her right back up to what was originally thought to be the amount for,
To the original clerk.
to the original clerk's thing.
Salary.
Angela's doing great too. She's her deputy, and they work well together, and she really is well worth this. So I would make a
Both
motion.
Angelas then.
Yeah, both Angelas are. Even our Sarah is.
Yes.
She's going from 15 down to, or from 15 a year currently to 25.5 beginning August 21st,
I'll make that
2024. And I'll support. All, and you have to abstain. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
I will abstain. Marilyn?
Yes.
And Eugene?
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, we request approval of the resignation of Cottrellville Township Treasurer Marilyn J. DeLugie from the Township Board effective August 20th, 2024. Marilyn's moving out of the township as of the end of the month and cannot serve on the Township Board as there is a residency requirement. Marilyn shall continue her employment as the accountant, as there is no resident requirement for that job.
I'll make a motion to approve the resignation.
Approve her resignation?
Yep.
What if I don't want to? I
Well,
will.
she's moving, so we
Well,
have to accept it.
If
She's
she doesn't
leaving
live in the
us.
township, she doesn't live in the township. so.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad she's staying at least for a while for the other. All right, we have a motion and
I'll
a
second.
second, so let's proceed with voting, please. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is a request to approve the appointment, because now we have to have a treasurer. And that young lady's in the audience. That's Sarah DiStefano as the new Cottrellville Township treasurer until November 5th, 2024, and the presidential election. But she'll be taken over as of the 21st of August.
And the fact that also Sarah is knowledgeable on,
Yeah, she's been with us. How long you been with us?
Almost a year.
Almost a year.
Actually, no, this month is a year.
Is a year, yeah. She's been our deputy bean counter in the treasurer's office, and she's got a pretty thorough boss to make sure things go together here between the two of them. She has two bosses. So,
So I'll make a motion to approve.
and I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes,
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
motion carried. Thank you very much. We have two bid openings, one for township landscaping and one for painting. And it sure wasn't for lack of trying to get bids. Sarah was very good at putting together the bid package for us. She met people out here, and I mean, we got two bids for the landscaping and one bid for the painting. Wasn't it? Yes.
Yep, correct.
Yeah. I don't know if we should bid it again or take these. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I didn't duplicate it for anybody to see, so that nobody, but we did open it in a meeting, so if you feel that we should accept these and go on with our lives, or we can open
Try
up
and
for bid
find
again.
more options. Try and get more bids.
I'd say for more bids.
And because this is federal funds, and yet we have to get
Yeah,
We should list it,
more
yep.
bids, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would behoove us to get it bid out again a second time.
As long as we make the deadline a little sooner. We can't
No,
We can't keep pushing it out too far because we have to have this money
spoken for.
spoken for, allocated by December 31st. So,
Yeah.
and the landscaping, you'll see it every time you drive by. It's deplorable. So it needs to get done.
You sound like
Um,
Hillary.
If we were to do it again, we need a much shorter bid deadline.
I can take care of that for you.
But
Do you want to make that in the form of a motion that you want to table both of these and,
Next month, until we get more bids.
yeah,
Yes.
anybody want to second that?
I'll second.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Mary
Aye.
Agnes? Oh,
all
you
right,
don't want
go
a
ahead.
roll call?
Yeah, we better.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Okay, motion carried on that one. Okay. We have a request to send 4 officers and/or deputies to the MTA Fall Regional Meeting on September 24th, 2024 to Frankenmuth, Michigan, for the cost, this early bird special of $125. We don't get it in quick enough, plus the mileage in one vehicle to attend classes, so you're all gonna have to ride together. I'm only paying for one of you to pay for gas, okay? All right. If we don't get this in time, it goes up $50 per person, so. But I think what we've decided to send was you and your deputy, and Sarah and
Nicole. So treasurer department
Yep,
and the
in
clerk's department.
Nicole. So, we haven't had anybody attend MTA things since
COVID.
13, oh no, it's been
Oh, no,
longer than
before
that. I've been here 13 years, and we haven't gone since that time. Some people took advantage of it, and when I was cutting, I cut that and mileage out of most everybody, so. All right, do we have a motion to send these people for $125 each on September 24th?
I'll make the motion.
I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes,
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
motion carried. All right. On our special items here, you look at that stack that I gave you. I spelled it all out on the additions and deletions. I included the invoice numbers, and Angela went through with me pretty good too, and we checked the invoice numbers against that, and I think what might be happening is the one invoice came late for the May, and then there was another one missing for June.
Well, June came the day after our meeting, so that one did not get onto the board.
Right, now that's that whole one that's stapled that says July 11th, that was the date of it, so.
Yep.
And then the other one was that one in May, we stuck that in there. And then, so the total of those was $2,125. And then we just got another bill yesterday from dated August 8th for 3 invoices in July, and that's a total of $612. So the total due to Guerin, Lukow, and Miller is $2,737. Do we have a motion to pay the lawyer?
I'll make that motion.
I'll
support.
second.
All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes,
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
motion carried. The next item is number 9. It's an invoice from Project Control Engineering that came in yesterday morning as well. This is for the month of July. It's for $3,050, and it's for the sewer project that we are putting in along the river. And I'd like to approve payment as soon as we get the bill, and then we have to wait till the check comes in from the state. When they reimburse us for certain things, then we pay those invoices that go with that. So.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Oh, you got it? Okay. All right, we'll pay Project Control when the money comes in. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes,
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
motion carried. Okay, I think I'm at the bottom of my list. Tommy's gonna be upset. Public comments. Anyone that has a public comment, please report to the podium there. State your name and address for the record. And
You go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Lisa McKenzie. I live at 7505 River Road. I'm back today regarding the same issue about 7503 River Road. We put together a timeline, and we're hoping somebody takes some ownership today. So in September of '21, the township sent a letter to the property owner giving them 30 days to renovate the house, or the township was going to demolish it and put it on his tax bill. June of 2023, the township here deemed the building as dangerous. So the state of Michigan letterhead said it was a dangerous building. There was asbestos siding on it that needed to be properly removed. So at this point, it's crumbling, it's in the air, it's all around our home. So in October of 2023, there was an excavator on the property, And it was removed because of the asbestos siding. So that tells us that the person that was contracted to do the work was not properly informed that there was asbestos on the home. So now, April of this year, the township let us know that the owner of the property paid for the demolition, and that it was going to be completed July 1st of this year. So July 1st is come and gone. The house is still there. We have been in contact ourselves with the company that we know that our neighbor paid to demolish the house, the Cottrellville company. And as of today, even though supposedly July 1st it was going to happen, there still have not been any permits given.
Okay, let me explain something to you. That July 1st was your husband's question, will it be done by? I've been in business for 44 years. There's no way I'm going to control the weather and tell you that we're going to be done with the job by a certain day. You can't do that. Even when you get bonded work out on the highway, they give you credits for rainy days, so it's, you know, you're kind of twisting that a little bit, so.
Well,
And
I
I know
don't,
these people want the
I'm-
money, because, and I would love to pay it, because it's right here in our coffers, just taking up space.
Right.
There's
Right,
no
well-
money in there for build a road back to that house either. And I don't even think you can walk back there yet with all the rain we've had this summer.
Well, we walk it pretty frequently, and it's dry now.
You're not gonna get in there, it's not dry.
No,
I
it's
just
not.
come out of a hayfield that's dry every year.
Well,
I'm
I
sinking.
guess from where, from our perspective, if everything has been done properly, why are there not any permits? So when the day does come, when it dries up, which, you
There's no
know,
permits for what?
according to Trello, they don't have permits in order to demolish the house. Is
They
that-
have a signed contract with me. The permit is the owner, and I'm the one that took care of hiring the contractor. He brought me the money. I don't have to issue myself a permit. It's a contract job with the township. Mr. Trello's working for me, not Mr. Rainey.
Right,
So
but
he
why are
doesn't
they,
need a
why are they
permit.
telling us that they can't even start the
They
work
said they
because
can't
they don't have the
schedule it
permit?
Because they still don't have the demolition permit.
No, that's not true. I just called him this morning and left a message.
I think that's a lie.
No,
I
it
just-
is not a lie.
We feel pretty strongly that there's no commitment to have the house demolished. And I don't,
Okay.
if the funds are out there,
I think it's personal.
Personal for what?
we don't
The
know.
reason why the house is still there.
I personally don't like you?
I didn't say that, I just said it's
Well,
personal.
who's personal here? I don't like your wife? Well,
It just seems like there's a big delay, and it would be nice for it to be finished at least this year.
That owner has that house for 11 years. It's been in the same state for 11 years. He had the court order already that when he took ownership of the house, that he had to take care of the house. And I know, Mary, you keep on telling us to be patient, but our patience is done.
okay, well, mine are about done too, so why don't you have a chair?
Well, I just was gonna, in case anybody else on the board wants to help us, there's just a timeline.
Our kid lives 15 feet from that house, and there's crumbling asbestos laying by the foundation. And no one seems to care about it. We have an owner from another township, another county, it's an investment property for him. He doesn't care about the neighbors, he doesn't care the way it looks, the grass is that high,
Well,
it's not fair to the
I'll be
residents.
out of here shortly anyway. In November, Mr. Abbey can take care of
So
it.
you're saying that nothing's gonna happen?
No, I'm not saying that. I talked to them this morning and left a message for Gary to call me back. He hasn't called me back yet.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't believe you, Mary.
Well, I don't believe you have the right to make any phone calls on behalf of the township
I
up to
wasn't calling
Terrell.
on behalf of the township.
Marty Terrell was on the phone. It's too wet to get in. It's gonna rain for the next 3-4 days. He's trying to get there.
It was terrible. We drove in a couple times.
We're not lying to you.
It was terrible.
So if it was a dangerous building that you live next to, wouldn't you make the owner put a driveway in?
No, you can't make people
All
do
right, Marty,
that.
thanks.
Anybody else?
I think I can share myself if you don't mind.
What's that? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, I don't need you to tell me that, is there anybody else? Is there anyone else that needs to speak? If not, what about board
Mr.
member
Abbott
comments?
would like
That's why I was asking if there's anybody else. I wasn't being facetious, I wasn't being mean, I wasn't being rude. I apologize, Mary.
Okay, well, you have to quit, you have to speak loud enough so I can hear you.
Okay,
I'm-
I apologize. I wasn't being facetious, I wasn't being mean, and I wasn't being rude. I was making sure before I got up to speak, there was nobody else.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you.
Okay.
It's not your place.
Not that you had, I was waiting for you to ask, I was just being polite. Greg Abbey, 6776 Markle. Last month, we talked about some of the remaining ARPA funds, and if they could be designated for some different projects. I actually have two packets here, so let me separate them, because one's an alternate.
Okay, well, just give us your packet, because we're not gonna sit here and listen to you explain them, okay? You weren't on the agenda, and I'm
I'm
not
not.
going to put up
I
with that.
came to the township hall and was told to present this tonight at the meeting.
Well,
So,
I
mean,
didn't tell you
mean,
that.
What's
You
that?
didn't- You didn't ask me, and I'm the supervisor. You're
Well,
gonna get
It's my
that.
right to present these packets and talk at the meeting.
No, it isn't. You're not going to. It's not on the agenda, and you're not going to.
Mary,
No.
relax.
Mr. Abbey,
Everything's all right.
I'm gonna ask you to calm down, and please,
I am
if you guys
calm.
wanna look at this evening, that's fine. We'll talk to you and give you an answer either before the next meeting or at the next meeting.
So you're not gonna let me speak?
No.
You sure?
You presented your stuff, that's fine. That's about all you can do, okay?
Well, there's other information, but okay. If that's how you want to be, I see how your outgoings is gonna be.
Okay.
You yelled at him, and now you're yelling at me, and I didn't even get a chance to speak.
I didn't yell, I'm just asking.
That's not fair.
I can
That's
talk.
not fair.
If you're gonna keep it up, I'm gonna ask you to leave the building.
Well,
You're not
okay.
gonna disrupt a meeting because you're not running now. You're already on the township board as of December or November,
I
so
know
don't
that
worry
yet.
about
I'm
it.
here as a citizen, not as a possible supervisor. I'm here as a citizen,
You
Mary.
come in every day, Greg. Every day you come in. Sometimes, you've been here twice
I've been here
today.
twice in 3 weeks.
You've been here twice today.
Well, it's my right to come here as a meeting, just like it's
Okay.
everybody else's right to be at the meeting.
All right, so why don't you come in and talk to me about what you want? Why are you bothering all my help?
Because at the last meeting, I was told I would get a phone call on information for requested information.
From
So I
who?
came- From you!
Oh, I never said
You
that.
told me not to give my phone number out on the meeting, so it wasn't over the TV.
Yes, I did. I
Yeah.
didn't get your phone number.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, that's enough. All right, is there anybody else that needs to, board member comments on anything they wanna, we've talked about this evening? And there's no announcements? I'd like to thank Lynn for jumping in as treasurer about 4 times in the last, 3 years? 3 times in 4 years? Yeah, she's, could we have a little quiet, please? We're on television. If there's anybody else that wants to thank Lynn for being here for us, I think we.
Thank you, Lynn.
She's done a good job. All right, I guess we'll entertain a motion for adjournment at 8:05.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Good night, everybody.